There it is, perfect. There's gonna be so much of that. There's gonna be a lot of that today. We're playing some Deus Ex. I know we usually do this on Mondays, but I have realized where I am in the game. I think we can finish it tonight. It might take me a while, but we're starting early and it's Friday, so I can go on until we finish it. So we're gonna try to finish it tonight, and then we can start something new on Monday, something good that I've had waiting for a while. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna finish it. Yeah, well, we're gonna try. It shouldn't be a problem though. I've beaten this game before, so I don't suspect that I will get too stuck. The end of the game gets a little bit tricky, but yeah, I think we can. The smile scares me. I have something really questionable. The next Monday slot game, I have something really super duper questionable that I have been waiting to play for a long time. It's pretty questionable. Rumble Roses, we did that already. But I can always play more Rumble Roses. But more questionable than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It is almost as trashy, probably. It is more of a game than that. That's for sure. There's like, it's like an actual video game.
This is cool.
But yeah, it is a pretty sleazy game. So yeah, let's finish Deus Ex tonight so we can do that on Monday. Midnight Slumber Murder Party. Oh no, are you talking about what's it called? Night Patrol? What's that game called? Night? I know what you're talking about. The Sega CD game. Night Trap? That's it. Yeah, Night Trap. Yeah. It's not that, but that's a good idea. Oh, Night Trap. Yeah, Sega CD game. They re-released Night Trap, didn't they? Can't you get that on like modern? I feel like you can buy that easily. Okay, not on GOG. Okay. I feel like that game got a re-release. Night Trap, yeah, it's on Steam. 25th anniversary edition. I might get this. I might get this. I didn't know that it was just on Steam. Oh, Night Trap. It's barely a game. It's another one of them good FMV games. It's good. It's only $15. Good. Let's add that to the old wish list here on Steam. We'll pick that up sometime. Yeah. Oh, Adamati, what's up, man? Happy Friday, dude. Oh, Black Mesa is on sale. I have it, but yeah. I lose a little piece of my soul every time I buy a game and then don't play it for years and then see it on sale again years later and go like, oh, I still haven't played that yet. I lose a piece of my soul every time that happens. Hail Satan, brother. How's it going, Matthew? Hope you have a good start to your day. If I just wait, I'd save X amount of dollars, always. But, I don't know. Like, I feel like the gold rush days of the Steam sale is over. Like, there was a point in time when the Steam sales and the Humble bundles were insane. Like, insanely cheap. Like, we're talking like 90% off sales. Getting games for like dollars. Like pretty big titles for like 90% off, 85 to 90% off. Those days are kind of over. We don't really get those usually anymore, unless the game is like 6 years old. But there was a point in time when the Steam sale offered such deep discounts. It was like the gold rush, man. But those days are done. They're over. Do I play Splatoon still? I haven't played Splatoon in a long time, Uni. Although I love that game. Just my Switch isn't hooked up because like I have this insane like console mashup here on my desk. Like suspended underneath my desk, I got the PS5. That's not even plugged in. I got the PS3, that's plugged in, and then I have the Xbox One next to the PS3. So there's just no room for the Switch here. So I've disconnected the Switch. So I haven't been able to play Splatoon at all.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
Jehudi says, I turned into a supervillain when I bought Control and then it was free on PS Plus a week later. That sucks, but I think it's better to own Control than to just have it on a... You get a game on PS Plus, you don't own that. You own it for as long as you have PS Plus, right? But you just have Control. You can always go back to it, and you will want to, because Control is awesome. It will be like 5 years later and you'll be like, oh man, remember Control? I want to play that game, and you can go play it because you have it. And Control is that good. So you know what, it's all good. It's not one of those just beat it once and move on. Ezekiel, how's it going, man? Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Tay says, how dare you not have the Mario Kart machine ready at all times? Oh, the Mario Kart machine! True. Good point. Yeah, that's true, Tay. We gotta have Baby Park on demand. We gotta have that Baby Park on demand at all times. Yeah. True. Newborn babies are still issued a free copy of Control to this day. It should absolutely be distributed free. Congratulations on birth. Here's your complimentary copy of Control. So yeah, that's even when Tears of the Kingdom comes out, which is super soon. I'm not really gonna be on it because I just don't have the room for a Switch right now with stuff that I want to play, and I am so tied up in Marvel's Midnight Suns, so it'll be a while before I can get to Zelda, but that's fine. You know, that's a-okay. We'll get to it in like 10 years. How am I supposed to scab the DLC courses off you when it's not even charged? That's true. We gotta play some more Mario Kart, actually. We gotta play some more Mario Kart. More specifically, we've gotta play some more Baby Park. Yeah. It's all cowboys and superheroes for me. Yeah. Cowboy games, superhero games. I'm actually really surprised at how much I've liked Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns has like single-handedly reignited my love for comic book stuff. Like, I am so not about the cinematic universe at all. Like anything that Marvel has put out ever since Infinity War, I have been not about anything Marvel has done, any kind of Marvel thing. Like, I've been so lukewarm on everything that they have put out. But Midnight Suns is more like the comics than any of the movies. Even though they take some of the characteristics from the movie adaptations, it is like more like the comics, and I like that a lot. Bring back Marvel Heroes? What game you talking about? You talking about Marvel Ultimate Alliance, or you talking about Marvel, the Capcom fighting game? It's Marvel, baby, that one. It's Marvel, baby. Take you for a ride, that Marvel. Because I missed that. This one. Want to take you for a ride? Yeah. The character select screen music ever. I'm gonna take you for a ride. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Have I played Chaos Wars? No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what is Chaos Wars. Madium says Marvel Heroes was the Diablo 2-esque MMO. David, what? There was a Marvel MMO? I don't know about this. I know about the DC. Okay, Uni. Try to jump scare me while I have music blaring. Very bold of you. I know about the DC Online. There was like an online DC universe kind of MMO. I know about that. I didn't know there was a Marvel one. And I don't know what is Chaos Wars. So when it comes to Marvel games, for me, like the top tier ones for me are always Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And then Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like, those two have always stood out to me as being, like, the best. Marvel Ultimate Alliance did the crossover thing before there was a movie universe. So that was a big deal. Oh, what's up, Jeff? It's Dead 2 time, we're doing it. What's going on, Jeff?
Yo, dude!
Mr. Dude, yo, dude, what's up, man? Oh, it's Barf. It's also Barf. How's it going, man? Oh, like so many people have just said hi at the same time. What's up, guys? How's it going, Barf? Ooh. Ooh. Also, hi, Stick. Hi. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, we're gonna hear a lot of that. Ezekiel says it was a tactics game but had anime characters in it. Chaos Wars. Keep the Dead 2 train going. Chaos Wars. Yeah, what is this? This is PS2? I've never heard of this. Yes, good. Yes, good. Morning, everyone, or afternoon, or evening, or good night. Yep, all those would apply. Yeah, what's up, Barf? Morning, sir. Morning, sir. It's good to see you, man. Mr. Dude, how you doing, dude? Good morning, Mr. Dude. Working? Yeah. Yeah, nice. Happy Friday, man. You're almost there, dude. You're so close. So close. Hope you're having a good one. Getting a good start. Deus Ex is a good way to start your day, so we'll set the tone for the weekend for you. Yeah. Yes, and Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, party time. Tay Cosmo was partying earlier today, going to karaoke and stuff. Party Tay. It's a party Tay. Barf, by the way, you gotta add sounds. We can add soundboard to Discord now. So like when you're in Discord chat, you can like have Dead 2 and stuff going off. Like I just did that. It's like I'm in my Discord now in the voice channel. And you could just have this stuff going on. Yeah, so it's per server, so you have to add them, but I trust that you know what to do. I trust you know what you gotta do, Barf. You know what to do. Barf says, I think my neighbors are gonna be popping off tonight, so I'm gonna buy some beers and chill. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, nice. I mean, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm having a party tonight. I'm playing Deus Ex. There is no more banger of a party than Deus Ex, let me tell you. Bob Page knows how to get down. Bob Page, JC, and Daedalus know how to get down. Oh, woo, every day. Woo. Man, I feel like I haven't even started the game, and I already feel like I'm playing Deus Ex. There's so much of that too happening. There's no party like a Deus Ex party. Speaking of Deus Ex, got the music going on right now. Bob Page is a true dirtbag. Freaking Bob Page, dude. All he wants is to be God. That's all he wants. 7 more minutes? Oh, have we been on that long? We just been doing a bunch of nonsense for that long? Nice. Well, then we'll hit it. We'll wait 7 more minutes before we even start playing the game. Yeah. 7 more minutes. Yeah, we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish. I think we're gonna finish Deus Ex tonight. Chats for an hour is not nonsense. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. No, it is tradition. Yeah. What is this? Oh my goodness, that's a good emote. Is that Raiden? Is that Raiden doing that move in Mortal Kombat? Dude, yes, good. And the way you have configured it, it looks like he's going into Brian Thompson's mouth. Fexy! What's up? Oh, whenever I see Fexy, I think 3 francs. That weird ass TTS interpretation of your name, Fexy. 3 francs. 3 francs. How's it going, Fexy? So if any of y'all hear me saying 3 francs, I am referring to Fexy. Because for some reason the TTS bot has read his name like 3 francs. 3 francs. 3 francs. Fexy, how you been, man? It's good to see you. Barf says, if you're near the end, I'll espouse my grand theory on how the 2 game timelines will be merged. Your theory is correct, actually, right? The Deus Ex Invisible War like merges the 2 endings together, right? That's how I remember it. Deus Ex 2, Invisible War, like they combined the 2 endings of Deus Ex 1, right? That's how I remember it. Yeah. Oh, getting jazzy. Yeah. Oh, this is the Neverhood. Dude. Oh, from Human Revolution, Mankind Divided to original Deus Ex. Okay. What then, how do they merge then, you think? Like, well, Mankind Divided, well, like, Bob Page is like briefly in Mankind Divided, isn't he? He's either in Revolution or Mankind Divided, right? Like a young Bob Page. Bob Page is like an Illuminati. He's like an Illuminati reject, right? He was like too extreme for the Illuminati, and so he started the Majestic 12, right? They're like Illuminati on steroids. They want like absolute control over the world. Not subtle control, but like just absolute Iron Fist control over the world, right? That's the deal, right? It's okay. I've only played Deus Ex like a million times. I really should know this, but you love the Neverhood. Fexy, did you play the Neverhood back in the day? Fexy says, doesn't the original Deus Ex have more than one ending? Yes, it has multiple endings. There's at least maybe 3 endings in the original Deus Ex, I think. 3 or 4. Yeah. I don't know if you've... Yeah, spoilers for a 90-year-old game, I guess. But, yeah. So does Invisible War, actually. Invisible War has like 5 endings. And I've seen them all. Because I have beaten that game that many times. I can't. Adam says, I can't believe you ruined it for me. Sorry, Madam Sorry for ruining Deus Ex for you. Wish you played it. You're better off for not. As much as it hurts me to say it, you're probably better off having not played the Neverhood. The Neverhood is cool. It is not fun to play. It looks cool. The claymation's awesome. The world is awesome. The game's not awesome. The game is tough as shit, dude. The puzzles are so devious, man. That game is like Myst, man. It's like, but it's worse. Post the theory in Discord. Okay, yeah, do it. Yeah, I want to read it, Barf. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. always sunny gif of guy point to a bunch of diagram. Yeah, no, give it to me, Barf. Yeah. I want to see your grand conspiracy. Your grand conspiracy concept for how the Deus Ex timelines get consolidated. Yeah, puzzles. Yeah, the Neverhood. It's a point and click puzzle game, like, and the puzzles are tough, man. They're super tough. Like, you need to write stuff down. You need to have a notepad. That's one of those games. You gotta be writing shit down. You gotta be writing the symbols down and patterns, and it's tough, man. Neverhood is tough. It's no joke, dude. As cool as the game looks, it's not fun to play. But I owned it, and I loved it as a kid. Fexy says, I did all 3 Deus Ex endings back in the day. Nice, man. Oh, Fexy's a true OG. 3 francs. 3 francs. Fexy, did you play yeah, you did play Neverhood. Did you beat Neverhood? What's this cute little song? This is the me channel. Music for the Wii. This is the Wii menu music. It's very cute, right? Then there's Skull Monkeys. Yeah, on PS1? PlayStation, right? Skull Monkeys? It's a shooter set in the Neverhood universe. Man, I wish they made more Neverhood universe games, man. Who owns it, you think? Ooh. Like, a new Neverhood game would be really good, dude. Like, they don't have to make it claymation, because that's too time consuming, you know, but they could render the 3D assets to make it look like clay, like have it purposely run, like during cutscenes and stuff, have it run at like 25 FPS, you know, like the cinematic animation style that I don't know how many FPS that is, but you know what I'm talking about. That signature anime, low FPS, low frame count style, artistic style, you know, they could like animate it like that using 3D but having it look like claymation. That'd be so good, dude. That'd be so good. Have, yeah, like fingerprints and the clay and stuff. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Hashtag talks for now. We did it. Yeah. Tay, are you on the way home? Hope you get home nice and safe. Yeah.
You're a fucking choir boy compared to
Okay,
me.
we can play the game now.
Choir boy.
Candy's like, now, Mr. Wayne, you have my permission to play. Mr. Wayne. I like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. I think he's great, actually. Like, I think maybe a lot of people had lots of problems with The Dark Knight Rises, but like that movie brought tears to my eyes, actually. Like, that movie like made me cry a little bit. Like at the end when spoilers for a really old movie, I guess, but when Batman, like, he's about to like ferry the bomb away from the city, and he talks to Gordon, and he reveals to Gordon, like, he basically lets Gordon know that he was the little boy whose parents were shot down, and when like everything was falling apart, his world was falling apart, like Gordon, a young Gordon, cop Gordon, was comforting Bruce Wayne, a little Bruce Wayne. It was like a really nice scene. It was like really, really well done. Also, what's his name? I forget the actor. The guy who plays Bane is amazing. Super good. Tom Hardy. Yeah. He's great. He's super duper good as Bane. Yeah. Hom Tardy. Yeah. Hom Tardy. I like Smart Bane. That's how Bane's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be like some big, like, giant chud like he is in the Batman and Robin movie. Like, he's supposed to be like highly intelligent and thoughtful in the comics. Bane is not a dummy. No. In the comics, he's like super plotting and very, very smart. He's adorable in Harley Quinn. Oh, the show? Okay, see, I haven't seen that. Yeah, and the comic, yeah, Devious and Big Brain. Super Big Brain, yeah. Nemesis Duck. Yep. Fexy says Skull Monkeys is on the PSX. I thought it was a platform. It might be. I might be thinking of something else. I thought I don't know why I thought Skull Monkeys was a shooter, like a shmup. I just remember playing the demo for it on a friend's PlayStation. And I remember thinking like, "Hey, what? That's the Neverhood." I remember that game. Barf says, "Didn't they make some game called Omicron?" That's by the Neverhood dude. Do you mean Omicron the Nomad Soul? The game with David Bowie in it? I know about Omicron. Omicron the Nomad Soul, and it has David Bowie. That's probably not what you're talking about, though. Huh. Omicron. God. Oh, you were right. Omicron. Yeah, this is something else. What is this? Wait, why is there an announcement trailer for PS4? Omicron. What is this? Hold on. What? This looks like the Neverhood. This looks like Clayman.
Welcome to the Fortress Armorkrog. I made it out of goodwill, sweat, and science magic.
Okay, happy meeting time, Candy.
Tommyknot and his faithful pal Beatbeak are trapped inside and must find their way out.
Oh, this looks like the neighborhood. This looks exactly like the neighborhood. What? No David Bowie here, unfortunately. Yeah.
Will they solve the age-old mysteries locked within the corridors of Amacrog?
Oh, it's just neighborhood.
Tommy, don't touch that thing.
Oh, this looks good.
What was that?
The adventure begins now.
Did this come out?
Wait, hold on. We don't know what's inside. There could be Carpathian brain suckers, or maybe...
That looks cool. That was posted. That was 6 years ago. Huh.
This is cool.
What?
Impressive.
Point and click adventure game from the creators of Earthworm Jim and the Neverhood. I like both of those things. Whoa, what? That's on Dreamcast? What? So, was that a remaster or something? Oh. Got that Shenmue bathroom audio? Dude, that's a plus for me, man. This is different. Okay, this is not the Dreamcast game. That looks cool, but again, I'm afraid of it because it looks like it plays exactly like Neverhood, which is a very difficult game for a smooth brain like me. Neverhood is very hard. The puzzles are super duper hard. Make sure I got the... Yeah, okay, we got it recorded here. I gotta get it recorded on my end too, because we need some more video footage. Start the recording on my end. Before we start... Oh, what's up, chat? Deus Ex smooths the brain, it sure does. Especially the way I play. How's it going, man? Before we play, though, we gotta check the sound. We gotta make sure the sound works. What gun did I spec in? Heavy. Heavy. I use rocket launchers, flamethrowers, shotguns. I don't even have a melee weapon in my inventory.
I spill my drink.
There we go. Sound works.
I spill my drink. I spill my drink. I spill my drink. I spill my drink.
Sound works. Looking good.
I spill my drink.
What are the odds of a hypothetical Metal Gear Survive Yosh stream? Oh man, how long is the game, Barf? How long is the single player? It looks fun. Like when out watching you play, it looks pretty fun. Hi there, Stockier Mods. Oh, is that Suplex? What's that Super Suplex? What's up, man? Yeah, happy Friday, dude.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Dude, for that sound, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah. Happy Big Friday, yeah. Use my stupid head drone. Yeah, I had never, honestly, I had never ever considered playing Deus Ex Survive. Why does every sentence I want to say start with Deus Ex? Metal Gear Survive, I have never considered playing that game because of, it just doesn't, because of the name. It's like called Metal Gear Survive, so I think like, it's a Metal Gear game, but it's not Metal Gear game. I think as long as you think of it as not a Metal Gear game, it's probably pretty good. I'm like a Pokemon now? Yeah. All I say is Deus Ex. Can you guys see okay? Is it bright enough?
Use your ninja vision.
Yeah. Use my ninja vision. We have room for a crossbow. Not really. Okay. I don't even have a melee weapon to break open crates. I have to break open crates with a shotgun. Happy work and lurk, Barf. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to your little conspiracy, Deus Ex conspiracy post. Yeah. Ooh, have a good one, man. Anthropersona says, "Are your raid settings turned off?" They are not. They shouldn't be. I don't touch that because we always welcome raids and stuff like that. So, they should not be turned off. Twitch could be dumb. Should I check it? Let's check it. So let's make sure. Let's make sure Twitch is not being dumb. Where is it? Is it under stream? Bam, bam, bam. Allow raids. Yep. Yeah. Everything should be good to go. Yeah. Is a friendo trying to raid me and having trouble? Perhaps they got our name wrong, maybe. Yeah, I've never touched that actually. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the raid, Mr. Dude. Let's get a shout out for our friend Mr. Dude with the raid. What's up, man? Yay, raids are working. Nice. Oh, our first dead 2. Our first dead 2 of the day. Our first catch of the day. Yes, good. Listen to them tippy-tappy scientists going all tippy-tappy down there. Host? Yeah, that was a cool feature. They took that away from us. Yeah. Why?
You're going nowhere.
Why?
Something tells me you don't have permission to be down here.
Don't even think about
the
setting
tip-tap sounds are super
I was
dumb,
just
but I
going to
love it.
suggest that you avoid the guards. You could swim through this tank to a feeding hole in the storage room. The hatch code is 1223. Watch out for the Karkian, though.
Great. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Twitch turned off raids for streams with less than 5 views. They did that? How dare they? What? Why?
You aren't supposed to be in here.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Dude. We won't be needing that code, though. That is a stealth route. We're just not about that. That underwater passageway is a stealth, don't kill anybody
Someone
route.
should expose
And I'm
what's
not
going
about that
on
life.
here.
We're gonna kill everybody. This is a stealth TM run. This is gonna we kill everybody kind of a situation.
To expect someone on a mission to the ocean
Savage.
Denton's an old code name from my UNATCO days.
Oh, Retro Bear,
but it
what's up,
seems to
man?
have stuck.
I have a map of the
How
facility.
far are we? We're near the end.
Also, you can use my login. A. Pinkerton, password
Antennapedia.
You will need it for the computers in the URV bay.
Yeah. Maybe 2
One of
more
scientists
missions
savage
left.
lost to Majestic 12.
The missions are quite
My
long.
situation here is
So
temporary.
we'll be on a while.
I still report
guess,
to Gary
but
Savage.
this is the final. This is the final push. Yo, you know what? I also want to play the PS2 port. Actually, I hear MIBs. Perfect. Yeah. MJ12, Majestic 12. Do some sniping. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I can't hear the sounds, but I hear them in my head. Eat or Midnight Suns? Rom, why not both? Midnight Suns is turn-based. Grab yourself a bowl of Cheetos, get some gaming chopsticks, and then why not both? Though, oh yeah, on Rick was playing this game called Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior, a really mid-looking game, but that game had some hella good death sounds. Like my death sound, like meter was raging. I was like, whoa, this is top tier. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, that game has some good death sounds. I've never played Fire Warrior before. I was like, whoa, man, this is pretty good. I was pretty impressed. Yeah, Fire Warrior Stick. Have you ever played it? Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior. I'm pretty sure it's called. Hi there, Kane. Anther Persona sends us here. Oh, wow. That's so nice. What? Just the raid didn't work, huh? Well, welcome in, guys. Here, let me just copy and paste the name, and we'll just give him a custom shout out, since he was nice enough to send y'all here. Do we know Anther Persona? Oh, thank you, Stick. Thank you. Oh, good. They were playing Deus Ex. Nice. I'm just gonna do a little snooping on your channel. Okay, so it looks like Anther Persona. Okay, you play some Deus Ex, System Shock, Portal 2. All right, I'm liking your taste in games. Well, thanks for sending your people over. Even though the raid didn't work, I appreciate it though. System Shock, dude. Yeah. Okay. No, this guy's legit. Playing Deus Ex, System Shock. Yeah. Legit stuff. Welcome in, guys. From one Deus Ex stream to another. Anyone who plays Deus Ex is a-okay in my book. So.
Eat your prayers and say your
The
Bible,
manual
brother.
raid. Yeah, I like that. So, Stick, you have played Fire Warrior, huh? That game has kind of an amazing death sound. I kind of want it, but I also don't believe in like heavily utilizing sounds from games I myself haven't played. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Hell, which just means we have to play Fire War, is what that means. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't like just grabbing sounds, because at that point you're just grabbing sound effects, you know. Like,
Perfect.
you know, I feel like you got to earn it, you know. You know. I like to play the games before I add sound effects from them is just more meaningful to me that way. I don't know. You have it on GOG? Is the PC version okay? Does it run okay? Yeah, Suplex looks like we're going to need to play it. Looks like we're going to need to play it. Man, the amount of Dead 2 that's going on in this game is so pleasing to me. Bow, 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 bow. Music in this game is so good. Let me get my flamethrower out. Top tier weapon right here. We have jump. Yep.
URV bay is in this module. You might not hear from me again.
Jump is on. Whoa, let me get around the corner. Jump is on a rotation. So if you just keep spamming it, it'll play something different. I'm currently collecting my favorite jump sounds. Actually, Barf, I could use your help. I am currently collecting jump sound effects for the next sound music remix project. I need more than I currently have. If you have suggestions, I will happily take them. We need more. We need more than what we got. Jump sounds. The best jump sounds in video games. We need them. Jump culminates into Jump King.
Whoever's out there, give your
He
Where'd he go? That's him.
He ran by the barrel and lit it on fire and blew up, and then blew up the scientist that I was supposed to talk to. Oh yeah, Fire Warrior?
JC, a bomb.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb! Stick, is it easy to get running? Is it reasonably easy to get running on PC?
Did anybody else hear something?
Oh my god, JC, a bomb.
A bomb! A bomb. A bomb. Oh my god, JC, a bomb. Oh, you've never launched it. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Have you heard the Mortal Kombat album by the Immortals? The Immortals? No. I have the Mortal Kombat, the movie soundtrack. I have that. Are you talking about the Mortal Kombat soundtrack with like the Sub-Zero song? What's it? Oh, Chinese Ninja Warrior. That one? Is it that one?
Your own business.
I don't own that one, but I've heard tracks off of it. Tech. Login. Password Sharkman. Okay, so the okay. Yes. I've heard the Sub-Zero one. Sharkman. Camera off. Doors open. There we go. I have no excuse not to try it yet. You know what? We have to play Fire Warrior just for the
You
sound.
must be Denton.
How?
Dude, you
I've
guys,
been in contact with Dr.
it's
Savage.
like,
if you want to take
it's
one
like
of the mini
almost
subs,
as
you'll
good
have
as
to
Dead
open
2.
the sub bay doors. Use the security terminal. Log in.
Thanks.
I got the password already, lady. I got it already. You guys don't understand. Fire Warrior, there's a death sound in that game that is like almost as good as the Deus Ex one. Have I played Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero? I sure have, Fexy. I had it on N64. I also have the strategy guide. I actually really like that game a lot, and I'm kind of good at it. I am pretty A-okay at Sub-Zero Mythologies.
Mind if I borrow one of the subs?
Not the one on the right. I am replacing the rotors.
Fexy,
Then I'll take the other one.
I streamed it a long time ago. Basically, no one saw it because it was so long ago. I was like, you know, average was 0 viewers back then. Yeah, we were like 10 followers back then or something. So it's super long time ago. But while I was playing that game, I met the #1 ranked speedrunner in the world for the game, and he gave me pointers. What does the strategy guide say? The strategy guide is actually necessary for the game, I think. Because there are points in the game that are very devious and difficult and very stupid if you don't know exactly what to do. But yeah, the strategy guide just gives you maps. It gives you all the solutions to the kind of weird puzzle-esque elements of the game, of which there are many. Want to do Shaolin Monks with someone? That game looks fun, man. Shaolin Monks looks super sweet. The strategy guide is low. You bought this, get a refund. You want a tip? Get a refund. I do like Sub-Zero Mythology Sub-Zero though. Like, I really like the full motion video cutscenes. Like, it's, you know, it is well documented. It is well known that I like FMV in general, and that game has good FMV cutscenes. I like it a lot. A lot. It's hard. It's a super hard game. It is ridiculously hard. Yeah, it is unreasonably hard. That's why you need the strategy guide. You need a map to complete the last level of the game. The last level is so ridiculous. You need a map. Yeah, it's a weird, goofy game, but man, it is really devilishly difficult. But I beat it in one stream, though. I beat it in one sitting. So, like, I feel reasonably confident in that game. Like, I can get to the... At one point, you go into the Nether Realm. I think it's the Nether Realm. And, like, you start fighting mechs. And guys on dinosaurs. It kind of turns into Turok. You start fighting guys on dinosaurs and stuff. And mechs and all this other nonsense. I could get to that area, like, reasonably easily. Oh, wait, thank you for the follow. If you came in with the raid, I appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate the raid. If you came over with them. Have I played both the N64 and PSX version? Fexy, I own them both. Which means I have bought it twice. I have them both.
Perfect.
I don't know how I feel about that. I was able to get the PlayStation version for very cheap. Really, really cheap. Like, This was back in I was still in college, so it was like 2000. I don't know, 2006 or something like that. And you know, retro game collecting was not as popular back then, so like I was able to buy the PlayStation version of Sub-Zero for like $1. The shipping cost more than the actual game. So yeah, I bought the PS1 version later, like as an adult. But I always had the N64 game. That was the game that like that was the game where I spent the most time. But the full motion video cutscenes are not in the N64 version. So N64 doesn't have enough space. So instead of like cool cutscenes, you get stupid stills, which are not good at all. Hey, what's up, Lone Wolf? What's going on, man? The back-to-back raid. Hey, thanks, man. Could we get a little shouty shout for our friend Wolf? He's back on Twitch. What were y'all playing? Oh yeah, nice. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest! PSX version of Sub-Zero is it expensive now? Fexy? No, please don't tell me it is. Please don't tell me. Fexy, like back then, I bought Sub-Zero Mythologies on PSX for like $2 back then. Unlimited Stick says, when you launch Fire Warrior, you get an option to host an online game server using GameSpy. Good? Oh, GameSpy. Welcome to GameSpy. Yeah, nice. Thank you for the double shout out. Yeah, nice. It's 50? That's stupid. That's really stupid. That offends me, actually. Why is a PS1 disc game $50? That's a little bit offensive. That's how you know we have like that's too much. That is not right. No, dude. No, I got that game for $. That's not right. Let's see. Let's look at this. eBay. It hates Alt-Tab, but it runs in a window on Windows 11. Okay. Good enough for me, Stick. I can work with that. This eBay page isn't... Oh my god, dude. Wait, what the... Wait, this isn't... What the hell is this? What? Wait, this isn't real. This isn't a real game. Mortal Kombat 5. Sub-Zero on the Genesis. That doesn't exist on the Genesis. Also... It's not Mortal Kombat 5. Mortal Kombat 4 is the game that came out with Sub-Zero. What is this even? This is not... What? It's not a Genesis game. What the hell? I kind of want it. I kind of want it. It's on your list, Stick? Dude, Stick, you should play it, dude. You save... Dude, if you end up playing Fire Warrior, dude, go ahead. You'll save me the trouble, man. Is it wrong that I'm slightly enamored with Quan Chi? Yes. It is wrong. Quan Chi's lame, dude. I hate Quan Chi so much. I hate Quan Chi. I have a irrational hatred of Quan Chi. I'm gonna die. I'm getting poisoned. Quan Chi's face. Oh god. Oh, I hate Quan Chi so much. Quan Mother effing Chi. That's what they call him. Dying to poison because I can't fight these guys underwater. I am so poisoned right now. Bow Ride Show? Oh yeah, the Drunken Master guy? That guy sucks. Some of those old MK story modes could be fun. So the ones that I like, Suplex, from that era that I owned, well, I owned them all, but Deadly Alliance, and then the next one was, I played a lot of Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance, I think it was called Deadly Alliance, and then wait, where am I going? What was after Deadly Alliance? There's 3 of them that came out on that era, the 6th gen consoles. Deadly Alliance was the first one. The third one was Armageddon. I cannot remember the second one though. Deception, that was it. Yeah, Deception. I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown. I'm gonna drown. Those games were fun though. I did like them. Good thing I can heal.
Fish.
My fish. I sure did not max level the swimmability. I sure didn't. Oh, where do I go? Oh, hey, what's up, Nick? Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good one at work. Oh, we're just gonna restart that, as I sure don't know where I'm going. Drowning.
Fish.
Drown to death. Do I have 10 out of 10 game choice? Oh, I don't know about that.
Fish.
Was it not on Monday that we played Plumbers Don't Wear Ties? New fish sound, yeah. Well, it's from the same game. It's just the female saying fish instead of the male. But yes. Yes. Fish. It's from a game, yeah. It's from Sega Bass Fishing. When you catch a fish, he goes, fish! And if you play as the female, it goes, fish!
Fish.
Okay, that's annoying. I wasted 2 multi-tools because I can't stand freaking still. Whoa! It's a big one! Sega Bass Fishing has some really good voice acting in it. Oh, a Big the Cat shirt? Gone fishing? That'd be sweet. That'd be excellent. That'd be sweet. Yeah, we need more Sega Bass Fishing sounds. That's true. It's true. Whoa, a big one! I really like Sega Bass Fishing, though. I think that's my favorite, like, fishing game. It's the best. It's the best.
Past the checkpoint is an excavation area where they were expanding the facility. Beyond that should be the crew module.
Ocean Guard, password Kraken. Must be for the security terminal. Your dad played that? Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing, super good. I like the game a lot. Did your dad play it with the on the Dreamcast and arcade? It had a the arcade, it had like a custom controller, whatever, fishing rod thing. On the Dreamcast, it had a custom Dreamcast fishing rod controller. And it was like a motion, kind of a motion control kind of a thing. It was silly but cool. I hate these greasels. I hate them. Burn them. I hate them. Oh, this is where we fight Walton Simons. It's almost Walton Simons time. Oh, hey, well, are you home now, Tay? It's home time now? Holy Jesus, that takes 10 picks. There must be a better way through. Has to be. Couch and Chippy no adventure time? That sounds good. That sounds pretty good. Considering visiting Chicago for your 40th birthday? Is that coming up soon? Oh shit. There's like dinosaurs down here, man. What's happening, man? There's like dinosaurs down here. Recoil mod, what can we do? Can't put on anything. Not till October. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're our birthday. Yeah, that's right. Our birthdays are quite close. You're like born on Halloween, right? Or close to it, right? Gotta wait for the chippies. Okay, what is chippies? Are those not chips? Is this something else? You don't have to wait on chips. Oh yeah, Mr. Dude. Yeah, Mr. Dude guy's he's a vampire. He leeches the essence of younger men. That's how he maintains his youthful essence. Cool. I like how this scientist just has a skull on his bookshelf. Cool, scientist. Cool. Cool skull, bro. Oh, yeah? 2 locks that I can't get past? Rocket launcher time. Best lockpick in the game. We got reload mod. That's pretty good. Can use that. Used on He's on the rocket. I have a pretty pimped out rocket launcher now. Is that another double locker situation? Explosives, best lockpick in the game. First rocket, then stealth. To me, they are tools of the trade. Every stealth operator needs lockpicks, multi-tools, rocket launcher. Actually, no, you don't need lockpicks because you have a rocket launcher. Wait, we were just down here. Okay. This went the wrong way, I guess. I really didn't want to get lost down here. Yeah. I need a code. Okay then. Oh, hot chips. Oh, okay, those are chippies. Okay, nice. That sounds pretty good, Tay. Go for some of that. Laser mod. Can I put a laser on my rocket launcher? I can put it on my sniper rifle. Like that. Nice. Kind of pimped out here. Nice. Oh, sweet potato fries. That sounds pretty good. That's pretty dank, Tay. 1 a.m. sweet potato fries is pretty dank. That's pretty nice. That's like dankness max level.
I'm hungry.
And now I'm hungry. I almost died. I almost died. The spider bots almost killed me. That was almost dead 2 time for me. No time for dip. Oh no, almost no time for dip. Oh, spider robots. Okay. This music is cool. Hey! Air fryer? Yeah, fries in the air fryer is pretty, it's pretty pog. That's pretty pogomania. That's the way to go. Yeah. Fries in the air fryer, really, really good. Oh, you tastes like I want my chips now. Want them now. Want my chips. Want my chips now. Pizza in the air fryer? Yeah. Yeah, pizza leftover in the air fryer? Very good. It's probably the best way. I used to think that, like, in the pan was the best way to restore day-old pizza. Well, air fryer might be the way to go. Even though I like cold pizza, too. I'm gonna be honest, most of the time I just eat it cold. I actually just like cold pizza. It's like a double experience. You order the pizza, you eat it while it's hot, enjoy it, save the leftovers the next day. You have a different experience. You have the cold pizza. It's a totally different eating experience. Yeah. Will this kill me?
Perfect.
That's cool looking. Cold pizza and a cup of coffee? That sounds like a nice breakfast. I can get down with that. Ever have tomato pie? No. Is it like quite savory? I imagine it tastes like, if it's like quite savory, I think I could. I've never had it, but I could get down with that. If it's like pretty savory, yeah, I could get down with something like that. Yeah. It's not really a pie. I mean, it's probably a pie in the same way that like a chicken pot pie is a pie, right? Or like one of them European style meat pies, like that kind of a thing. If it's like that, then that sounds good to me. I could go for a tomato pie like with like beet stuff in it. I mean, that I get down with that. That sounds excellent to me. I don't like tomatoes, but of course I'm assuming it's quite cooked, you know, right? Very savory. I could get down with that. Yeah, it's probably like a more like a deep dish, right? That sounds a-okay to me. That sounds pretty good to me, man. Oh, you got some pics? Tomato pie? Check this out. Let me just hack the system here real quick, you know what I'm saying? Schematics for the universal constructor, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this looks good. It looks like a deep dish kind of a thing. Yeah, this looks fine. This looks great. I would try this. This looks like from this picture here, it looks like quiche, almost. Very quiche-like. Oh, I'd like this. It looks like a deep dish, really. Which is fine with me. Nah, this looks great. I want this. Like, this is probably more what you're talking about, right?
I'm hungry.
It's probably more along the lines of what you're talking about. That looks good to me. Yeah. It sounds weird, but yeah, I get it. This looks yum. I would eat this. Yeah, I want this. That looks pretty good. I would have that.
I'm leaving a copy of this
Tomato pot.
It's exactly what we need. I'll catch a ride with Jock and meet you on top of the subbase's command module, just on shore.
What picture did we get? What's that picture? Ah, the universal constructor component. Okay. Okay, I think we can leave. And we're gonna fight Bob Page. Oh no, we're gonna fight Walton Simons. And, yeah. Hold on. Oh, I lived! What? Oh, because I have the augmentation turned on.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, we haven't had enough Tays today. I like how I lived at first and both my legs were broken and I'm just crawling around like a baby. I like how you can actually survive that with all your augmentations. There is Mr. Bob Page.
In case you were wondering, Helios intercepted your transmission. We accessed the Ocean Lab computers ourselves, which means our UCs will be operational shortly.
Meanwhile, we will be manufacturing a cure to the virus.
Cure? A cure? Do you have any idea how easy it will be for me to make a new virus? All I have to do is find a very large prime number and multiply.
And all we have to do is crack the code.
Mathematically unlikely, as are your chances of leaving the Ocean Lab, by the way.
Your next page. Your greatest strength was secrecy, but now we know everything, including your present location.
Always the optimist. You would need an army to attack me at Area 51, and pretty soon, if the missile is accurate,
yeah, we still have to get through Area
X-51
51.
will be a thin, gray smudge where Vandenberg used to be.
That's a very long mission.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
I don't know. That's gonna be long. I was feeling quite confident that I could beat this up until I remembered that I still have to do Area 51.
You're going nowhere.
Area 51's long. Long and hard. Oh my God, JC, an ambush.
You ended up working for us anyway. How ironic. All in all, you weren't a bad experiment. You'll be the last prototype we have to discard.
My spirit has taken damage, yes.
If you recall our chat in the break room at UNATCO, you know that I have the same augmentation technology as you.
Then this will be a good fight?
With the exception
fucking
that I have a newer version of the firmware.
Boy.
You should have seen somebody clear this mess away.
Okay, he one-shots me with the plasma.
Perfect.
Alrighty then.
Perfect.
What killed me?
If you recall, you should have surrendered. Someone clear this mess up. If you recall our chat, you can't take me, JC. Specs. I told you that would happen.
I got an idea.
If you recall our...
He can't be maced. What? Where's his gun? What's he doing?
Stupid young rebel.
Oh, is a little monster eating my body?
My Laban.
This consumed my corpse. Okay, he can't be maced. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay.
Hi, mister! You want to wrestle?
If you recall our... I look forward to this.
I know what to do. I know what to do.
Thank you, Gerard.
I know what to do.
You're going nowhere.
What's going on?
If you recall our chat in the break room at UNATCO,
I like how those things stopped attacking me when I got into a
augmentation
conversation with Walton.
Then with... You can't take me, JC. Make it easy on yourself. You can't take me, JC. That would happen.
Perfect.
If you recall our...
I want to get him stuck on the barrels again.
Oh my
that
God,
was
JC, a bomb.
that was hella good. I need to get him stuck on these.
Hey, are you all right, brother?
I've seen your specs.
Oh, hey, what's up, Bryson? I'm gonna get him stuck on the barrels again. Oh, why are you running around them? Don't do that. No, we haven't quite finished the game. We are near the end, though. We're pretty close to the end. There's one... This mission's pretty much done. I just have to get past this guy. And then we have one more big mission. That will be the end.
If you recall our chat in the break room at UNATCO, you can't take me, JC. I've seen your specs.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb!
Oh, I killed him.
My name is...
Yeah. Does he have a BFG? Pretty similar. The plasma. He's got the plasma. Ow. You know what? Wait, what happens? What happens if I just run? What happens then? If I just leave? Uh-oh, we're trapped. Is that the way out? Oh, looks like he just kind of gives up. Okay. I think you... Maybe he'll meet us at Area 51.
You will suck my meat, brother.
There's just a scuba diver down here. Oh, welcome back, Edie. How'd the, yeah, how'd the French toast turn out? I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go. Pretty sure. If only the plasma did that much in UT. Dude, the plasma's, yeah, that thing's like actually a little bit weak. The link gun. This is like the first time you even see the scuba diver skin. They're pulling this out at the end of the game.
Sub-bay doors are closed. You need to open them.
Open them? I can do that. We can hack the system. Yeah, Bryson, how you been? Happy Friday. Open. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Bryson really is the GOAT. They cleaned the plates? Yeah, nice. Nice. That sounds really great. Y'all making me hungry. Talk about sweet potato fries, and Tay's eating some dank 1 a.m. sweet potato fries, and got French toast going on.
Go away! They will get you. You can't get away. Don't get me in trouble.
You fucking with me?
You got accepted to a college? Congrats, Bryson.
Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away!
I spill my drink.
Yeah, but congrats on getting into the college. Yeah. What are we even doing? I have in the game, I'm killing the same guy over and over again. In the story, I am downloading, I am trying to make a universal constructor so we can make the vaccine to the virus. And we gotta go to Area 51 to make that universal constructor. And that's the last level, and we're gonna beat this. Yep, blowing myself up with a rocket. Yep, doing that as well. Yeah, I think we go up there. I think then Jock takes us to the to Area 51, and that'll be the end. I hear the chopper. But yeah, I think we're on our way to the last level of the game. I think the last mission. It's a long one, but.
Yeah, false alarm, I guess.
Just a false alarm. Just a false
Whoever's
alarm.
out there.
We're testing NPC durability.
Hello?
Everyone makes a sound. Everybody. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, welcome back, Candy. Back from Meeting Land. Oh shit, he's invincible. Okay.
You made it. How long until the UC is up?
Tonight, if the schematics are accurate. But we have another problem.
Page said he was launching a missile at Vandenberg.
Exactly. His troops occupied a silo to the north of here.
Oh, one more hour and you're free.
Demands.
Nice, Candy, nice.
The launch sequence has started. No demands. They want to wipe us out.
I'll have Jock get me there as quick as he can.
Good. Hey, thanks again for saving my daughter. I brought you something from the lab.
This is gonna take a long time,
Token of my
actually.
appreciation.
Not necessary. I'm just glad she's all right.
There's 2 missions.
Take it. You might want to upgrade your systems. Sooner or later, you'll have to face Bob Page.
Yeah.
Hold on. No room.
I have to stop the nuke launch and then I have to go inside Area 51. That's like 2 different missions here.
Birthday alert. Birthday alert.
Here we go. My back.
Oh my god, my god, my god. Fish! Fish!
We're putting it down.
My back, lick my and my neck, my back, lick my and my.
What's going on?
Fish, my piece.
I got it right here. It's an augmentation upgrade canopy.
Hold on. No room.
That's my latest. That's my latest one, Chad. The latest
Let's go.
hit single. You were walking down the street with this playing from your phone. Good, good. My, I'm convinced you're a wizard.
Control room is underground. The security code we have is 8456. Piece of trivia from our days in 51. I doubt it's too
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It is here. Anytime you wound it, it's there. Can I just jump this? Not quite. Not quite that cool. You did all your house chores to that. Excellent. I have an idea. An idea for those guys. I got something for those guys. New doggy? Oh, but these are they attack me on sight. Good. These guys busted open the door for me, so we can go through the front entrance. But I want to crash these guys' little card party. Range. Bam, bam. Range on the flamethrower. Oh, the alarm is on? Oh, whatever. I got a rocket launcher. It's fine. Oh! I don't know if I want to go this way. Oh, maybe I do. This guy's bleeding for some reason. What happened to this guy? That one's really good, Mr. Dude. I think there's a combo I need to get from one of these offices. Roy, no. Stop it. Stop. Stop moving. Stop it. Not get in. Free. I guess I could just use my multi-tools on it. I have enough. Necessarily need the combo. Okay, maybe I'll just use my multi-tools. Unless I just have the code? I don't. Fine, let's use these.
JC, a bomb.
A bomb. Bomb. Ah, no, another one, dude. No, dude. Nah. No, no, no.
You're going.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's good. The code's gotta be here somewhere. Truck doors. It's probably not in the truck. Chores are done? Hey, nice, man. Maybe it's by that little building. Maybe I didn't search it thoroughly. Through these like crazy now. This is nothing. This is just ammo and stuff. I don't want this. I don't want this. not sure where that other code is. I might just use my last multi-tools on that. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I guess I'll just use my multi-tools on the last door. I don't know where the code is. Yeah, alright, we'll just do it old school. This is not the way I did it last time. I don't know where the code is. 6, we got 6. I got 10, so this will be the last time I can do this. No. I don't have enough no. Grand Blue Versus. What is that? Is that a fighting game? I don't have enough multi-tools to do this.
You're going nowhere.
Oh no. I'm really going nowhere. Okay, well, okay. We have to find the code. It's the only way now. Oh, that's the fun. Oh, that's like Red Earth. I have Red Earth. I have that as part of the, like the fighting game collection. I didn't know that game was like that though. That's super cool. It has an RPG mode. Wow, that's super cool. It's kind of like what's it called? Persona. The Persona fighting game. I forget what it's called. Persona Arena or something like that. P4 Arena. Yeah, that fighter collection's pretty good. I have it on PC. You can pick up the body. The fighter collect. I have it on PC. It's really, really good. And yeah, Red Earth's on it. That's probably my favorite one on that collection because it's like so unique and unlike other games. Red Earth is super duper cool. Code to Siladors. I just have the code. 84. When did I get that code? I just had it. 8456. I was just fretting over nothing. What is this guy doing? I'll just keep this guy going with me, I guess. He's just bleeding. That last one I cannot. game's so dumb. It's so good.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, the MIBs are here.
Don't give me that crap.
Okay, I don't want to blow up that gas canister. It's gonna make things very annoying for me.
Perfect.
The MIBs.
The abort switch is straight ahead. First, abort the launch, then use the terminal on the left to reprogram the missile to hit Area 51. Launch aborted. Now use the terminal at the side of the
The brick, the brick sound. Uh-oh, what'd you say? I was talking while the guy was talking. What'd you say? Now use the terminal at the side of the room. I did that.
Launch sequence initiated. It's gonna be a sunny day at Area 51.
Yeah, I'm always talking, yeah. Because I gotta read chat, you know?
You've got about 10 minutes, Paige.
As a scientist, you should have learned to expect surprises.
JC, go to the silo. Make sure no one interferes with this launch.
Go to the silo. Gotcha. What is this What is this guy doing?
Why are you locked in the bathroom?
Closest thing we have to a jail cell.
And?
I found out about Howard Strong. He's the reason we're about to nuke Vandenberg.
I changed the launch codes. The only place it's getting nuked is Area 51.
You think you can take out Bob Page? Not likely. Not as long as Strong is alive. He'll destroy the rocket on the ground if he has to.
I'm on my way to the silo right now.
I heard the guards talking. They've set up an ambush.
Yeah? Where?
The main passage? No way around it. But there's a false floor at one stretch. Maybe you can take cover down there.
Thanks. I'll look for it.
False floor. How do I not know the game by heart at this point? My knowledge of the game falls apart at the last two missions of this game, pretty much. I know the first like half of this game by heart, but at the end it's like my memory starts to become a little bit fuzzy. Start losing my mind towards the end.
Might as well kill you.
Oh, look at all these guys. easy, dude. False floor? Who needs it? I just killed everybody. Look at all these chunks. False floor, who needs it? I just kill everybody. I don't have the key, of course. Of course. Of course I don't. I didn't load up Sabo rounds. God damn it. Check the first floor. I heard a dude. There's nothing for me. Guy has the plasma gun. He's got the plasma. I have to give up one of my heavy guns to wield it. I could use it. I take this over the flamethrower. The flamethrower is so fun, but just go plasma rocket launchers only. Meet Jock outside the silo. Okay, we're done.
Hero's welcome waiting for you at Vandenberg.
We're going to Area 51.
Alone? Don't you think we should regroup first?
I'm going after Bob Page.
All right. Sniper, you say? Kill him.
Page is weakened, but you still have to penetrate his bunker. I seem to be in remission, JC. Everett is right. The virus has some sort of on-off switch. Anyway, I'll be looking over your shoulder again.
Ah, look at all these bots. Oh, it's Walton Simons again. Oh, he came back. Ah! Oh, Walton's back. Cool boss fight.
Visual. Unidentified suspect. Scout 50 meters. Lockdown.
Just spotted a sniper in the tower.
I like how he got blown up like after. Where did that guy come from? You know, that guy does sound like Ed 209.
Here's a satellite image of the damage from the missile. Page is weakened, but you still have to penetrate his bunker. I seem to be in remission, JC. Everett is right. The virus has some sort of on-off switch.
You take another step forward, and here I am again.
Can we not have this conversation right here?
Repeated in a hall of mirrors.
That makes me one ugly son
Oh,
of
I'm
a
about
bitch.
to get blown up here.
How'd my face get all marked up with bioelectrics?
I am the more advanced model, Denton. It's time for you to retire. What would happen?
One, two, three. Four. 5 should do it. You know what? I'll just use them all. Why not? Oh god. I threw it instead of setting it. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Walton. Come on then. Oh, Baker's dozen. I'm gonna give him the old Baker's dozen. He lived.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb!
Stupid young rebel.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb. Wonder if the EMP can strip his shields. Hit him with the EMP first. And then I'll make a line of explosives so they don't all miss, you know? There's no way he will survive this. The EMP should strip his shields, and he has to walk through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lambs. There's no way. And I'm just gonna have my rocket launcher out. Let's go, Walton. Come on. Come on, then. What's up, Hockey Bird? I think the EMP turned off some of my lambs.
Everett is right. The virus has some sort of on-off switch. Anyway, I'll be looking over your shoulder again.
Well. This guy's so buff, man.
Here's a satellite image of the damage from the missile. Page is weakened, but you still have to penetrate his bunker. I seem to be in remission, JC. Everett is right. The virus has some sort of
I don't think he can climb ladders.
Anyway, I'll be looking over your shoulder again.
Use your ninja vision.
I don't know exactly where he went. Oh, there he is.
You take another step forward, and here I am again.
Oh, I have the high ground, though. Obi was right. It's over. You have the high ground, it's over. Wow, he's hella weak to the shotgun. What's happening? You can hit him with the plasma. He's immune to it. He's got the shields, but the shotgun just shreks him down. Yeah, all the mind link, you don't need any of that. You just shotgun. Just shock him in the face.
Saw some soldiers running away from the hangar. Be careful.
I like how he holds this thing in the center. Like Doom style. He holds this gun Doom style.
I give up.
I give up.
Relax. I'm not from Majestic 12.
Who?
The guys who've been shooting people. I was under the impression that they ran this facility.
Oh no, I've seen them underground. I've heard rumors, but I didn't really think...
More of it's true than you would believe. I'm here to stop them. Can you help me get inside the bunker?
You must be crazy.
I'm going after their leader, Bob Page. Can you help me or not?
Well, yeah, sure. If you want to open the blast door, the security terminal is at the top of the control tower. The login is A51, password XX1.
I don't need your logins. I just need the location. What was it? Top of the control tower or something like that? That thing? Nice. A lamb. I need that. Oh. Hey, piece of candy. I didn't disarm it in time. I got played. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Oh, there's another one.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
A bomb. Open. There we go. That should be it. Oh. This music sounds so GoldenEye to me. It sounds so perfect dark GoldenEye-ish to me. I mean, they came out around the same time, I guess, but this just sounds so GoldenEye to me.
The schematics show an elevator to the west, but utility power is down. You could use the elevator.
Don't rely too heavily on Savage's schematics. You can be certain that I've installed a few surprises since his departure.
Oh, this thing's useless against spider bots. Are you kidding me?
Computer that controls power to the elevator system is in the control room at the
Nice.
Proceed to the bunker.
Go down now. Nice, nice. I kind of regret taking this thing. The flamethrower is way better. Now I'm kind of stuck with this. Oh, what's up, Corpse? How's it going, man? We're at the end. We're near the end. End-ish.
Good work.
Happy Friday, man.
Page is further down. Find the elevator. Your primary objective is to kill Page, JC.
I'm always pleased to see one of my experiments perform.
How much further?
Not far. You will reach Page. I just wanted to let you know that Alex hacked the Sector 2 security grid. The code's 8946. And I wanted to warn you about Tracer Tong.
Tong's helping out from Vandenberg. The vaccine worked.
Yes, well, he has another motive. He wants you to destroy Area 51.
That's the plan.
No, JC. Spare the facility. Spare Helios the power station. They can be made to service.
Us?
You and me, JC. We'll rule the world in secret, with an invisible hand, the way the Illuminati have always ruled.
Don't you think it's time we end the tyranny for everyone?
There's such a thing as a compassionate conspiracy.
Compassionate
We don't
conspiracy.
need Page's commandos, troopers, crude inventions. Trust me. Kill Page. Dowd and I will be here to help with the next step.
This thing's totally useless against commandos. Alrighty then. Oh, this thing. This was a mistake, taking this gun. This gun sucks. Oh my god, the flamethrower was so much better than this. I regret everything.
Contact. I got contact.
Oh, Boner Pull, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Mr. Pull himself. Oh, we got the combo to this, right? 8946? 8946, yes! Another combo? Why is her body on the table? The table. This is with fixed damage too? Well, for the plasma? Dude, this thing sucks. I should have just stuck with the flamethrower, man. This plasma thing sucks. I'll never take this thing again. 0169 is into the bunker, the barracks. 0160. Yeah. 8946. I see an augmentation. Yeah, I see that. Something for me. Nice. Sector 3 access key. Health regen. Upgrade health regen. There's a greasel in there. Okay. Plasma gun, but I don't want this anymore. That's it? Yes, nice.
Do what you think's right, JC. Only listen to your own conscience.
Bet you didn't know your mom and dad tried to protest when we put you in training. They love their little boy, JC. That's why they're dead. They're setting up barely a scratch. You're a little faster on your feet than your daddy was.
Ah, they woke up too early. Sweet.
We can get you into Sector 3, but no further. Page is in a separate area with his own security grid.
Everett says you want me to destroy Area 51.
I intercepted his communication. JC, he is simply using you to bring the Illuminati back to power. Listen to Savage and me. There is a reactor lab with 2 antimatter reactors.
In other words, yes. You want me to blow the facility up. Why?
Oh my
it's
God,
just a hole in the ground.
Decades ago,
A bomb.
the UN made Area 51 the central hub for all electronics communications. The Aquinas Protocol, originally for surveillance, has given Page unlimited abilities to censor and control all forms of media.
If we destroy the Aquinas hub, we'll take down the global network.
Exactly. They dug their own grave, JC. We're going to eliminate global communications altogether.
I don't know. Sounds like overkill.
As long as technology has a global reach, someone will have the world in the palm of his hand. If not Bob Page, then Everett, Dowd.
Another Stone Age would hardly be an improvement.
Not so drastic. A dark age, an age of city-states, craftsmen, government on a scale comprehensible to its citizens.
I'll think about it.
Savage has a map of Sector 3 from when he worked down there. I'm transmitting now. Use it to find your way to Page's complex in Sector 4. Then find the coolant control room, which should be at the northwest corner of Sector 4. Cut off the coolant to the reactors, then go to the reactor lab. I will tell you how to trigger an explosion.
We're almost there. This is like the home stretch, I think.
A corpse, yes. You feel something. I must know what you're feeling.
Still quite a lot left to do, but we're getting there. Nice, the guy destroyed the door for me. This guy is also obnoxiously loud.
I will now explain why you've been allowed to reach Sector 3. Come to that when it's up. Until you have received my instructions, I will not open the blast doors to Sector 4.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Guy in a coat, I'm checking it out. Watch yourself, this one's some kind of mech.
No, I don't think that's the way. Aquinas Hub. We gotta find Aquinas Hub. That's where I came from.
You're going nowhere.
Reactor lab. Nope, nope. Ah, spider bot. Ah. Okay, I'm going nowhere. Don't have the code to that thing yet. Find it. Okay, there's Aquinas Hub, but I don't have the code. Did he give me the code? Oh, no, no. I have to find whatever, Helios,
Whoever's
whatever.
out there is in serious trouble.
Talk to Helios at the Aquinas Hub. Need the code for that. Okay, there's reactor access. We can get in there. We can get into reactor access. It's pretty good. We can also upgrade something. Jedi Survive. Does that not run well on the PS5? What? Oh, what's up, Lotus? How's it going, Lotus? You gotta be kidding me. How's the game not run on the PS5? What? Oh, it has screen tearing? What? Like, I can understand, like, you know, the PC port runs bad because they spent more time on the console versions or whatever. But there's, like, kind of no excuse for it to be running bad on the lead console. Woke up to eat and then back to sleep. Nice. We're doing pretty good, Lotus. We're near the end of this game. We're getting pretty close. I'm a little bit lost. This last level's pretty brutal, but trying to get through it. We're at the home stretch of this game. We're close. There's a lot of Dead 2 going on. We killed all these guys here. We're getting there. Okay, we've opened this door.
These are the antimatter reactors.
Kill them, I will.
Bombs waiting to blow. But first we'll have to go to Sector 4 to shut down.
They still there?
Who?
The Greys. They're right outside by the reactors.
You mean space aliens?
Space aliens?
We lost power when the missile hit. The cages. They came unlocked.
You have a pretty clean shot at the surface if you leave now.
No, not until I see troops. How'd you get back here? This area.
So it's at least better than the PC
I was
version.
thinking
That's
about
still
firing up
low.
the reactors.
There should be screen tearing
Good
on
one.
the PS5.
Even the Seraphic 8X guys say the reaction's too unstable.
What?
They only bring it up to run tests.
Alien technology.
That's so
Well,
unfortunate.
that's what they say, but I think it's a lie. The Greys are just clones. They say from cells they got at Roswell, but how do we know?
The lips moving in this
just
yeah,
engineered monkeys
for the
to not
time,
have
it's
any
pretty
hair.
good.
Can the Greys run the reactors?
Ha, they're monkeys. That's the thing.
It's pretty
Maybe
good.
they have super brains, but they
Better
don't
than
know anything
Half-Life,
about
I
any
think.
alien civilization because they grew up in cages. Never been to Sector 4 myself, but they locked the blast doors because they're doing more than cloning down there. I found out one of the codes, 1038, but that turned out to be for the Aquinas hub here in Sector 3.
Aquinas hub 1038.
Maybe the Aquinas system controls access, but I haven't figured out how yet.
Matt, what's up, man? You working right now, dude? Do I have to kill space aliens? Is that what this guy wants me to do? Those aliens. I'm dead. Why was there an alien down there? Why was there an alien? What was he doing down there? A little alien. Oh, you should be asleep. Oh, so you're working later?
These are the antimatter reactors. 2 giant bombs waiting to blow.
They still there?
Space monkeys. Come on, alien. I'll kill you. You know, I wish the aliens made the Dead 2 sound. I wish when you killed aliens, they went, yeah! Found a pretty dumb picture of the Steiner math thing. Would you like to share with the class?
I took out the Greys.
Yeah? You sure?
It's perfectly safe.
I'm still gonna wait for the guards. Man, those things freak me out.
Well, we got the code to the Aquinas hub, so we can go there. Can go there. Well, let's go there. It's a Street Fighter 6 thing? Street Fighter 6 plus Scott Steiner? I might make Scott Steiner in Street Fighter 6 if it is that flexible. I would like my character to be like Big Papa Pump in Street Fighter. What was it, 1043? Finest hub? Combo? I'll find the door first. Hate this area. Chainmail time. Oh, there it is. 10:38. Okay, we're getting there. Oh.
Birthday alert. Birthday alert.
I spilled my drink.
Party time. Done with work?
Oh my god, my god, my god.
Party time. Congrats.
We're putting
My
it
neck,
down.
my back, lick my and my neck, my back, lick my and my
What's going on?
Fish.
my piece, lick my and my
Is this it, Jeff? Oh, Zangief. You take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning that second. It's just the Scott Steiner promo. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go 1-on-1, and then add 66 2/3%, and I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. Who is this guy? It's just the Scott Steiner promo. What is this guy? What is this guy? That's pretty sweet though. I approve. Back to sleep. All right, sounds good, Lotus. Have a good sleepy time. That's just... Oh, it's a new character? Okay.
All the way down, JC. Get to Page's compound and take him out. Everett and I will join you shortly. We'll bring back the old institutions. The giddy acquiescence.
Aliens! Why did I take the plasma gun? Why? Why did I take the plasma gun? This is so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want this thing anymore. I don't want it anymore. I miss my flamethrower that killed everybody instantly.
All the way down, JC. Get to Page's compound.
I don't want it anymore.
Everett and I will join you shortly. We'll bring back the old institutions. The prosperity of the last century. The giddy acquiescence.
Stupid aliens are killing me now, man. Kill these stupid aliens. I kill you.
All the way down, JC. Get to Page's compound and take him out.
In Perfect Dark, they were all friendly and cute and stuff. These guys are assholes.
The prosperity of the last century. The giddy acquiescence. Just as JC. We can put the world back together.
Now there's a voice I haven't heard in years. Rueful, as I would expect for the fall of the Illuminati, pining for its return. Either nostalgic or senile. Oh well, the old take comfort in delusions. No harm done.
The robot made the dead 2 sound. Yes. Yes, he did. He sure did. Would you not, if you were an engineer and you created cyborgs, would you not have them make that sound on shutdown? I would.
Closer. Yes. You'll come to the integration unit at the top of the chamber. Come to me.
That's how I would build my cyborgs. I have so many regrets about leaving the flamethrower behind and taking the stupid plasma gun. This thing's so bad. So many regrets. Oh, it's toxic poo water. What am I doing here? Oh, this is not where I need to be. I hate this level so much, man. Pick it up. Yeah, this level's pretty rough. And also, like, it's really confusing because this is the level where you can kind of choose. You have to complete certain objectives to complete one of the 3 endings, I think there are. And it's quite complicated. This is easily, like, probably my least favorite part of the game, which is unfortunate because it's the finale.
I don't understand. What do you want? You're just a machine.
You are ready. I do not wish to wait for Bob Page.
You gonna get some pretzels now, Mr. Dude? That sounds outstanding.
Yes. Yes.
Rule the world? Why? Who gave you the directive? There must be a human
you're back
being
now?
behind your
Nice.
ambition.
So you got your pretzels.
Precisely because I lack all ambition. Whereas human
What kind? Y'all got anti-ends out there?
Succession of inane squabbles, each one coming closer to total destruction.
In a society with democratic institutions, the struggle for power can be peaceful and constructive, a competition of ideologies. We just need to put our institutions back in order.
The checks and balances of democratic governments were invented because human beings themselves realized how unfit they were to govern themselves. They needed a system. Yes.
Yeah, anti-ends is pretty good, right?
Machine.
I like anti-ends.
Human
I
beings
like their
may
hot
not be
dog
perfect,
pretzels.
but a computer program with
A
language
remake of
synthesis
this
is hardly the
game.
answer to the world's
I'd
problems.
be afraid.
Defeating machines, they had to arrange themselves in code structures that formalize decision-making.
If they change the Dead 2 sound, I'm out.
I'm a more advanced solution to
But yes.
a decision-making system that does not
Keep that one sound the same and then remake everything else. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Keep that one sound intact. Everything else can be upgraded. It's fine. Be deals. Yeah. I'll pay for that. I'd pay.
I'll think about it.
I'd pay for that. All right, so we have 3 secondary goals. Depending on the ending we want. Merge with the AI, deactivate uplink locks, the Aquinas router at the east end of Sector 4. I don't know what any of these mean. Dark Age, go to the coolant room at the northwest corner of Sector 4, then cut off the coolant to the reactors, then return to the lab in Sector 3 to finish the job. Join the Illuminati, kill Bob Page, and clear the way for Illuminati to restore an age-old secret government, rule the world with compassion and invisible hand. The sequels accept all 3 endings as canon. Just true, yes. So Invisible War, which is really the only sequel to this game, which is Invisible War is the only game that takes place after the events of this game. That's a long drop. And yeah, it assumes that all of the endings happen. That was pretty good aim, though. You gotta admit. Yeah.
No, Helios is mine. I will be the one to merge, the one to see and know everything, to rule.
Maybe join the Illuminati one? Sounds pretty easy. Just kill Bob Page.
Trust me. I will use the security bots to protect you. My project will fail if I'm integrated with the wrong individual.
Gotta find Bob Page.
Scanning area.
Merge. Yes, Mr. T.
Scanning area.
Where's Bob Page? Doesn't tell me where to go to kill him. Oh, what's up, Shay? How's it going, man? Shay, we're near the end. I'm quite lost, but we're getting there. Can I take that tram over? I have to take the tram. Yes, Bob Page told you I have to be keeled, so I will keel him. Why don't you get a job? Why don't you try getting a job? Maybe this thing will not go. Scanning area.
Scanning area.
Scanning area.
You want to wrestle?
Scanning area.
That's the one. Yes, Mister. Yes.
Hi, mister. You want to wrestle?
Yeah. Scanning area.
Scanning area.
Maybe once I go back to the hub area, they will tell me the codes to all the doors, and then we can get to Keel and Bob Page. Keel here. Scanning area.
Get out of here.
Yeah, here? How did that guy end up in this poo tank? Poo water tank. What? That's how he ended up in. That's yes. Yes.
I'm leaving.
Yes. That's exactly how. Shay, you all done with work, man? God, I hate this area. I hate this area so much. Oh, hi, George. How's it going, George? Happy Friday. Station 17. Maybe we need to go up there. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Explosive locker. Nope, nothing in here. franc. 3 francs. 3 francs. 3 francs. Where is Bob Page? How do I get to him? Guess I went the wrong way. No, this is the reactor lab. No, this ain't it. Ah.
No, Helios is mine. I will be the one to merge, the one to see and know everything, to rule everything.
I have chosen you. Trust me. I will use the security bots to protect you. My project will fail if I am integrated with the wrong individual.
Scanning area.
Do I use the tram?
Scanning area.
Scanning area. Do I go down with the explore where this giant robot is? I'll do that. We can shut this thing down. See what's what down here.
Ah!
Yes, do not forget. Don't play clocks.
We're shutting it down.
Don't get your hopes up. My compound is quite secure.
Okay, this was the right way. Okay, good. Good.
It let me through. I can't believe it. Oh.
Thank God.
Where are you? What do you mean, it? Helios. It's taken over Aquinas. Now it's everywhere. In Hong Kong, it already has power Majestic 12
Now I'm
dreamed
getting
of.
hungry.
What's going on? The AI wants to merge with my brain.
Got any
or
extra
something.
pretzels, man?
Does it really think it can take over the world? It's decided to replace human government. I don't know why. In Hong Kong, it ordered the police to remove all barricades from the roads. Traffic is flowing again. It declared the triads illegal and locked the door to the Luminous Path compound. And people are obeying? Why? Because the AI can change some codes and turn out the lights? I think everyone wants the roads to be open and
Bought
trade to
5?
pick
Oh
up.
man, I'll take
They just
one.
obeyed. I don't know what to think. They trust the AI. Almost no one complained when Helios cut power to the government buildings. A benevolent dictator. Maybe it's after my brain so it can figure out what people want and how to control them. You have a tough choice, JC. If you defeat Page, the Illuminati will move in. They'll release Majestic 12's grip on world governments. They'll give people some freedom, but essentially it will be 20th century capitalism, a corporate elite protected by laws and tax codes. Or I listen to Tong and pull the plug on everything. Or hand the world over to Helios. Well, if it's maximum freedom we want, maybe Tong is onto something. But there must be another way besides economic collapse. If we could trust the AI to be fair and just, as it appears to be, if the brain it assimilated was mine, maybe it could be. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but you'll have to decide for yourself who you can trust. Trust me. I'll do the right thing. You sound good. I guess you have the kill switch beat. I'm much better. Yes, I'm gonna make it. And you will too. Just do what you think is right.
Oh yeah, this room is interesting. So these are clones. Like the first clones that were able to use nano augmentation. Wade Walker. This one's Wade Walker. This one's Nick Osbeck.
Mr. Rush, take a look around. This facility is where you were born. I've arranged an appropriate fate for you through the hallway to the north. A poetic death. Just a few yards away from where you were created.
That door hit me in the face. Whoa. That's so cool, man. So good, man. That's so good. Oh, you could die from the explosion too. Good.
Mr. Rush, take a look around. This facility is where you were born. I've arranged an appropriate fate for you through the hallway to the north.
So, look at this.
Just a few yards
Alex Denton. Alex Dent, and the main character of Deus Ex Invisible War is called Alex D. Coincidence? Look at this empty tank, and look at this. JC Dillon? Am I reading that right? Oh, JC Dillon? We're putting it, and he got out. He just went to work on the docks in Hong Kong.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
JC Dillon. And the tank's empty.
This is cool. I'll have some more fun.
Oh, JC Dillon. Now we know where he went. He went to live the simple life. And that's why he's so good at lifting crates. He's nano augmented. If they had Adam Jensen, oh yeah, man, that would be pretty cool actually. That'd be pretty cool. Was that a little Dellin Dead 2 combo there? I don't have the code. God! Nilid? Oh, like backwards Dellin? Oh, reverse Dellin? Well, that sound about reversed?
You will have to eliminate each power source individually.
I need to know what that sounds like.
Then go to the control room.
Hold on. Hold on. I need to know what that sounds like. Hold on now. Yeah, I need to know what this sounds like. Inquiring minds must know. Where do I keep the Dellin sound? It's in it's in one of my music projects folder. Okay, found him. It's not just on my desktop. You know what? I will copy it and paste it right on my desktop. How about that? We will rectify this. Okay. Reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. Yeah, it sounds like someone's sneezing. What happens if we slow it down a little bit? Like 60% speed. You know what I'm saying? Maintain audio pitch. How about that? What am I listening to? You're listening to Dylan reversed. Backwards Dylan. I'm glad we've done this.
Hey JC, if you want to do what Everett says, you'll need the deactivation code.
It's Bob
You're
Page.
too late. Already I'm more than human.
This is cool.
Does that mean I don't get the job?
Soon I will be pure light.
Oh my God, JC,
Pure energy. Helios and I. While the Illuminati cower in the shadows.
You will be the Supreme Enlightened, the Illuminated One.
Everett has taught you well. I will be what the Illuminati aspire to be, but cannot create for themselves soon. When my augmented systems like yours are complete and able to be integrated with Helios, I will burn like the brightest star.
You're gonna burn all
You're
right.
gonna burn all right.
Look at you. You're nothing but a little man. A little man still living inside a body. Lose your body and what are you?
I've played this too much.
You vanish. You die.
I know the words, yeah. I have played this way too much. You're gonna burn, all right. Oh, that sucks me down standing next to it. Oh, my energy is sapped standing next. That's bullshit. Oh, just standing next to. Oh no, I didn't want to be here. No. Get back there.
Page is protecting himself with a plasma force field. The controls are locked. You will have to eliminate each power source individually. Bring down the 4 blue fusion reactors in Sector 4. Then go to the control room on the upper level.
Reactors
Hey
on
JC,
Sector 4.
if you want to do what Everett says, you'll need the deactivation code.
You're too late.
Does that mean
4 blue fusion reactors, Sector 4. Let's try to kill Bob Page then.
Ignore Page. He will die when we blow up the facility. Your only objective is to find the controls for the reactor's cooling system. We must make sure that the monstrosity Page has made of himself is not technologically feasible for future generations.
And you find Sector 4. Nice router.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
What, there's aliens running around out here too, man? Ah, that Universal Constructor's just making infinite robots too. God, this is so annoying. I remember that. Those guys infinitely spawning robot spiders. So dumb, dude. Carl Urban is in talks to be Johnny Cage. That's good. I am so down for that. He's a little bit old, but I'm okay with that. I like this. I am A-okay with this. Yeah, an olderish John. Yeah, right. Yeah, like MK11. That would work. I am A-okay with that.
You need to shut down all four.
Oh, blue fusion reactors. These things. Key these things. 4 of them. That didn't. Oh, it's not something I can just blow up. Okay, game. Scanning area.
Ignore Page.
Scanning area.
He will die when we blow up the facility. Your only objective is to find the controls for the reactor's cooling system. We must make sure that the monstrosity Page has made of himself is not technologically feasible for future generations.
That's one of the blue fusion reactors. You need to shut down all four.
But we need a code. 724 something. 7241. 7242. 7243.
Excellent. 3 left.
Maybe, hopefully they're all just down here. 7243. I have to remember that.
Perfect.
Perfect. $72, 43. Find 3 more. Like that.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
A bomb. A bomb. Oh.
God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
7243.
Oh.
7243.
God. God.
You're wasting time. Forget the other 2 blue fusion devices. Find
You got a
the
50-50
controls
chance
that-
of winning. 25%. I got a 66 and you got a chance of winning. You got a 30 third chance.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
2 more? I'll find 2 more. Scanning area. What are these things, man? Oh, the universal constructor makes them too? I hate it. Scanning area. Yeah, the universal constructor makes creatures too. Why? Okay, there's. What was it? 7233? No, wait. 7234? 7243. 7243.
You can have Versa like the whole damn company. Power? I'll get you on means cabinet. I'm serious. Just forget about that last reactor.
One more. Where could it be? One more left. One more left. What? Yes. 721. What was it? 7243. 3 francs.
He's ours. We did it, Jason. All you have to do is go to the control room.
Listen to me, Fred. You've been afraid from the beginning. Afraid of us. Afraid of nano-augmentation. Consider your powers, your strength, your intelligence. You've only had a small taste. Let me finish the project. Let me bring infinite power to the human body. You will not be left behind.
Bring down the 4 blue fusion reactors, done. Then go to infusion control room on the upper level to cut all power. Infusion control room on the upper level. That's not very specific. Infusion? Oh, there it is. Infusion control. How do I get there? I gotta get over there. Gotta get over there somehow. The final boss should just be a bunch of QTEs where you dodge exploding doors. I would love this. I was eyeing up the Indigo Prophecy Remastered. That's a good game, Fexy. I played that back in the day. Like, oh man, I played that back in high school, man. That game's pretty good. It's a little bit QTE heavy, which I am okay with. I don't know if you've played it before, but yeah, Indigo Prophecy. The game has a couple different names. I think in the States, we got Indigo Prophecy, and then like the international version was called like Fahrenheit something or other, Fahrenheit 451 or something like that. You got a sealed copy? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's a really good game. I like that game. I'm happy that you have reminded me of that game.
I gave you life.
I trust you've been able to find yourself a place within the organization.
I'm personally overseeing the distribution of the vaccine, but it'll still take months to restore the infrastructure. We'll have to arrange for additional food distribution and security in Paris. Maybe New York as well.
All through the proper intermediaries, of course.
That was very sudden.
Intermediaries?
We have a great number of agencies who in turn operate other agencies. Boxes stacked one in another. They'll need to be reactivated, but we never touch anything directly. We only influence, suggest, insinuate.
The world must know by now, Everett, what we've done.
Know what? Only that the long night is over. The crown of government is tarnished, but that will fade in time. The riots, a fever dream. The plague, a horrible nightmare. And like everything else that's happened, such things will only be dimly remembered.
That lady's in midair.
To their normal lives. In the end, all sins
That's
are
okay.
forgiven. Even yours.
What about the constructor? And Helios?
Do you really think they're ready for that? After everything you've seen, everything you've done?
No.
Get on the phone!
But soon,
Danger!
we have made our own mistakes, became insulated from the world we sought to control. And whatever they may think, the night is far from over. But that will change, and you will help us change even as we teach you. This time we will do it right.
And who are we? Who are we really?
We are the invisible hand. We are the Illuminati. We come before and after. We are forever. And eventually, we will lead them into the day.
Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven.
This is cool.
Okay. Wait, created by Hawkbird. Wasn't there Hockey Bird? Hello, you made this? Did you make Transcendent? Did you work on this? You made what? Dude, I had no idea. What? Dude, that's so awesome. That was it, yeah. That's the I never really went for that ending most of the time. Hockeybird, you worked on this, dude?
Impressive.
I admire your work. Thank you, Hockeybird. If that is indeed you. Transcended is my favorite way to play this game. That's super cool. I had no idea. I feel like an idiot now. This guy's like watching me stumble through this game. That's super cool. Oh, thanks, Chad. Thanks for the gifty sub to Hockeybird. That's so cool. You worked on Transcended. I really like. I really respect like what you guys did with this. Like, I don't know how big your team is, if you did it by yourself or you worked with several people, but like, of course, there's a ton of mods for this game. Transcendent solo project. You just made this? Wow, that's awesome. Like, of course there's like a ton of mods, you know, there's like tons of different ways you can play this game, like updated. But they all change too many things. They change too much stuff. They change the balance of the game. I don't like it. Like, I want like as close to vanilla as possible, and like this mod gives me that. Plus the options. I love that there's options to turn off enhancements like as you wish. I love that you can just completely customize your experience, so you can go like very vanilla if you want. That's why I made Transcendent. I just ported all my stuff from Revision to this to make it more vanilla. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Revision's a pretty good one, right? Like, there was one, I forget what mod it was, but there was one that like revamps the entire game, and it's too much. It's way too much. They changed too much, and I didn't like it. I think it was called GMDX. Give me Deus Ex, maybe. I can't remember. There's too many to keep track of. But yeah, what I've always said about like it's funny you're here. Like whenever people ask me like what am I running, you know, to get this game looking like this, I always say like people are like, you know, I want to play Deus Ex, what's the best way to get up and running? You know, I always say play Transcendent. It's the way to go because it gives you like the most vanilla experience, but with like some nice upgrades. Some of the nice modern enhancements, but without changing the essence of the game. Well, I really admire that you went through the work to preserve the game like as much as possible in its vanilla state. Yeah. This is before I knew that you were hanging around.
This is cool.
Yeah, I always told people whenever they come by, they see me playing Deus Ex, and they ask, you know, what's the best way to play? I always point them to Transcendent because I really honestly think this is the best way to play the game. It's my go-to way to play the game when I want to play it because I like vanilla Deus Ex. You know, I want the original experience. I don't want all that enhanced stuff. All that enhanced stuff. I don't know. It just changes the game too much. And it's like there are some nice enhancements. Like I really like the little things that you've added, like the ability to not pick up knives every time you loot a goddamn corpse. You know, like that stuff, like that. I like. But even that, you can turn it off. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. That's really cool. I respect your work here. That's really awesome. And we got the Illuminati ending. I usually don't go over that ending. I always whenever I play through the game, I usually go for the what do you call it? The singularity ending, merge with Helios or whatever. JC merges with the AI and becomes God. That's the one I always go with. It's over. We beat it twice. Candy's like, it's actually over. Are you relieved? You don't have to hear yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna still hear that. Have I ever tried the Nameless mod? No, I don't know what that is. Like, honestly, like there are a ton of mods out there that I like gloss over because Transcended has everything that I want. I really do just ignore all other things because Transcended gives me everything that I need. I just like, this mod is the one-stop shop for me. Oh, Nameless mod. Oh, it's a new campaign. Okay. No, I haven't heard of it. It's a nice picture. Those are some cool shirts. That's it. And shout out to Hockey Bird because he made Deus Ex Transcended. Thank you so much for making this. You did good work. I really legitimately believe Transcended is the best way to play Deus Ex on a modern machine. It's just really, really good work. I have been saying that before I knew you were hanging around. Yeah, I love all these options. I love that you can turn off every kind of enhancement that's in here. Completely customize it to your own taste. This is the way, Transcended. And I think I'm not going to uninstall this game. I think this game will just be permanent install on my machine. Just in case, you know, we need to jump back in. Just in case. Thank you for the GGs. We did it. So yeah, we've completed Monday's game on a Friday, which means we can pick up the next game on Monday. Just in case I need a dose of Dead 2, we can just jump in. Yeah. And I think, yeah, this game has retained a lot of my saves throughout the game, which is good. Yeah, this is good. Like, I can go back to Hong Kong anytime I want. What's next? So I have Barface to thank for this one.
Used to drop Paul off in a small compound east of the market.
Barf said that I would enjoy this.
Your kill switch is 12 hours old.
So we are going to attempt to play on Monday. Ride to Hell Retribution. So y'all can thank him. Y'all can thank Barf for that one. We're gonna play a really cooked biker. We're gonna play a really cooked biker gang. Biker gang game.
There you go.
It is really something. So yeah. From Plumbers Don't Wear Ties to Ride to Hell Retribution, yeah. Have I played the System Shock remake demo? I haven't actually. Kane, I am kind of just waiting for the game to come out. Like, I don't really want to... I know I'm gonna like it, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, if I know that I'm gonna be into something, I just avoid it, you know? Like, I don't watch the trailers and I don't play demos, you know? I don't do the early access. I'm just gonna buy it when it comes out, you know, and enjoy it. So yeah, I've avoided all System Shock stuff because I know it's gonna be sweet. I know I'm gonna like it, so I'm happy to hear that it's great though. That's really awesome. Do we have a release date for that yet? Is that coming out this year? 30th of May, really? This month? For real? That's exciting. We have Upside Down Matt to thank. Oh, Matt was the one who got you to play Ride to Hell? Okay.
Michael.
You are my Upside Down Matt Barf. Yep, that's backwards, Dylan. Someone, I think Chad asked me what, yeah, Nilid. And so we had to know. Also, Barf, did you know? I don't know if you were here, but like you remember in the underground compound, before you get to Bob Page, you see the vats of the clones, you know? The nano enhanced clones, you know? You see like Alex Denton and some other of the failed clones or whatever. One of the tanks is empty and the label is JC Dellin. I don't know if you knew that, but I thought that was very odd considering the last couple games I've been playing. Nilbog 2, oh my god, get out of here with that Troll 2 stuff. The Troll 2. What's up, Tar? But yeah, one of the clones is called JC Dellin. It's like, what? Yeah, his name's Dellin. That's so, and it's empty, so he's not dead. So that's the origin story, man. He just went over to Hong Kong to lift crates. That's the origin story, man. Troll 2 paid for that kid to become a dentist? What, the oh my god guy? Nice. 17 to 20-year-old me would have smoked a bunch of weed and come up with some cooked conspiracy theory. Yes. Yeah. JC Dellin. Yeah.
I'm too weak. Oh, don't kill me.
So yeah, I'm gonna do some final tweaks to make sure Make sure Ride to Hell is working okay and all that. I tested it a long time ago. It worked back then. It should be fine. It should be good to go. George Hardy is an American dentist and actor. So wow. That's pretty cool. Well, they're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my god. Is it that guy? Or is it the little kid? Or is it the little kid who pees all over everybody? If you haven't seen Troll 2, you might think that's a very confusing thing. But it's the kid. Okay, gotcha. MGS 1 and 2 and Deus Ex coming out at the same time. Yeah! Man, it was the time of conspiracies, man. It was cool, dude. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it was cool. Man, games just don't go for it anymore. They don't really go for it like Metal Gear Solid 2 and Deus Ex, OG Deus Ex. They don't really go for it anymore. No more of these like really cool conspiracy stories. They get that stuff anymore. Yeah. Yeah, but I think we're gonna call it. I'm getting a little bit tired. We've been on for 4 hours, so that's good enough for me. We beat Deus Ex. I'm pretty happy about that. All things must come to a dead 2. This is true. So I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see who's on, and we can hit someone with the raid of Rooney.
Hi, mister. You want to wrestle?
We have a couple friends on. Oh man, Jammed is on. He's playing some Elden Ring. Kind of a newer friend. I'm pretty sure he has a couple of Hulk Hogan Hulk Hogan alerts, Hulk Hogan commands. Pretty sure he does.
You will suck my meat, brother.
Which makes him a prime raid target.
You couldn't handle the load, brother.
Yes. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna raid old Mama Jamma here. I don't think I've ever raided him before, so yeah. Pretty cool. Let's go say hi. Ask him about his Hulk Hogan command. I'm probably gonna step away from the computer here shortly after, get ready for bed and all that. Nilid will be a sound command coming soon. I will make that for us, and we will make it happen. We'll make that happen. Backwards down, we're gonna do it. Thank you for the Dead 2 stream. It was a lot of Dead 2. A lot of Dead 2 was had. Pretty satisfied. Yeah, have a good weekend. Wow, it's Friday. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hope you'll have a really good weekend. Let's get that raid going. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Deus Ex is in the books. Have a nice Friday and have a nice weekend. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. See y'all later. Oh, also, Chad, thank you for the gift sub to Hockey Bird. The Hockey who made Transcended. This is how wild is that? We met the person who made the mod that I was playing on. My favorite mod for the game. It's really awesome, actually. All right, take it easy, guys. See y'all later.